Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the New York Yankees. All eyes on this team and what they've been able to do with their bats recently. Been ripping the cover off the ball.
Yeah, the way they've been putting up runs, it honestly looks like they've been taking BP out there, Boog. Excellent timing with their swings and clutch with runners on base. You name it, they're doing it. But can they keep this pace up today? That's what I want to find out.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Carlos Rodon.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Jazz tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Now this is in the air down the line. Dominguez under it. Makes the catch for the out. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Cabrera on to first, and that is the inning. Nothing doing for Arizona. And now back in the Bronx, and on the hill in this one, Corbin Burnes. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Next pitch is outside. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
It's been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. 1 out, base is empty. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. And that's outside.
Still just the 2nd batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Perdomo jumps, throws, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Back here in New York, all set for the start of the inning. And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man on base to start the inning. Randall Grichuk now. The pitch. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Bellinger sizing this one up. And out number 1 on the grab. Here's Josh Naylor.
The first baseman.
Naylor with a homer in his last game.
Naylor.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the catch. That's out number 2. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Now he launches a throw over his head. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, kind of the story of their season so far. Things just not clicking into place. Fundamentals on all sides of the ball are lacking, and it's tough to win games at this level if you're not playing clean baseball as a team.
And now Geraldo Perdomo. Base hit center field. 1 run's in. The second run scores. It's 2-zip.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And stepping in is the speedy Jake McCarthy. Rodon ready. Here comes. In the air out towards right center. Bellinger settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We go to the here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Stepping in the long ball threat, Giancarlo Stanton. There's a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
McCarthy should have this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 away.
Batting 5th, the second baseman.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Junior.
Well, Boog, we got Burns working on the mound in this one, and he's a guy that rose through the minors rather quickly. Drafted back in 2016, and he made his major league debut.
Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. He'll circle the bases, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
He hit that into the wind, and it still had enough to leave the ballpark. He really connected on that pitch. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Late swing fouled off. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the second game of the series. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Up the middle. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, but a bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Outside low. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Next pitch misses outside. And that's ball 3. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes Goldie around third. He'll score easily.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Yep, that's me.
First and second, 2 outs. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm
If
here.
you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last
I
night's
appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm sure this team is chomping
Take care.
at the bit
Bye-bye.
to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
2 on, 2 outs. On a line. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back at Yankee Stadium, top half of the 3rd inning. This is Corbin Carroll. Out to short. Volpe whips it to first on the run. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Boogie doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
That really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Stays alive. Man at second. Base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in, and he's back to first in time.
Back-to-back base hits. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Here's Gurriel. And misses inside.
You know, these D-backs doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Leaping, and it's gone. He got just enough of that one, and they add a couple more. It's 5-2.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Outside.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And that's outside. 3-1. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Dominguez makes a nice running catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check out the
for
latest
Yankees,
news from around the
the
league.
shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Ball to strike. The shortstop takes the ball. That one fouled off, 2-2. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Burns ready to fire now. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 1-2. This to third. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. And the deficit remains 5. Back in the Bronx, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Gabriel Moreno. Slice to right, and foul ball. Ground ball, left side. Can't field it cleanly. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. On the ground to the left. Off balance feed. There's 1. On to Goldschmidt. That's 2. Singy, it was tough to tell in live action if the ball actually beat him, and it looks like they want some time to review it.
Yeah, we'll get another look up here too, and you know they called him out on the field, but it just might be.
McCarthy.
There's a swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Out towards right center field, and that is that. Bottom of the 4th, here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a miss. Corbin Burns the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. 1 down, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Next offering is downstairs.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
3-2.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Swing and a pop up in foul ground. And that will end the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. They trail at 5-2. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Scott Efros. He's making his second appearance of the season. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Corbin Carroll. Chop back up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Ketel Marte up to the plate. On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Hot shot to third. Over to Goldie. And Arizona is set down 1-2-3. Diamondbacks down quickly, and it remains. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. In the air, right field. Carroll makes the grab. One up, one down. Bellinger up to hit. He swings and crushes one. Deep on its way. Way back there. Gone. It's a belly ball. His first homer of the year, and they're chipping away. It's 5-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
One out, base is empty. Anthony Volpe getting ready to hit. Carroll hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here comes Aaron Judge. 2 down, nobody on. Out to short, Perdomo. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Yankees get a homer to cut the lead. It's now 5-3. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Eugenio Suarez. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Goldie makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Randall Grichuk will hit next. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2-2 to count.
Here's a rocket out to left. Dominguez puts it away. Out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two outs. Cut on and lifted in the air. Judge is under it. Corrals it. And that'll do it. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Now a fly ball to right center. Carroll makes the catch, and there's one gone. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now at the plate. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Jazz goes down on strikes.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Whips it to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Yanks held in check. Still a 2-run deficit. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Fernando Cruz.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Going back. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no doubt. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. The 1-1 is fouled off. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Ow. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Now a chance for Jake McCarthy. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 down, nobody on. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The catcher, Austin Wells.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change.
Pitching for
A.J.
Arizona.
Puck comes on now.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And a swing and a miss there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
He steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff hitter in
Now
the second.
batting, the third baseman,
Oswaldo Cabrera digs in now.
Cabrera.
The Yankees looking to rally. That's off the inside corner. 2-2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Right side, Marte. Throws to first, and that quickly 2 away.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Toss to Naylor, and the Yanks go quiet. The Yanks go in order. They're still down 5-3. Back now in the Bronx, ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Number 30, Luke Weaver.
This one popped up, middle of the infield. Volpe puts it away for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's Ketel Marte. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. The kick in the pitch. Runner goes. Swing at a ground ball, and it stays fair. The throw to second is offline.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Turned on it nice.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
Number 15.
So digging in, Randall Grichuk.
Randall Grichuk.
Way outside, and it's 2-1.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 away. And now it's Josh Naylor. On the ground, right side. Goldie takes it to the bag, out to escape it.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Kevin Ginkel. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one close, ruled the ball. And now 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
It's Aaron Judge now. Tying run at the plate. Out to short, Perdomo. There's one. He's out. And that's 2.
They made it look easy, but
we're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Mark Leiter Jr.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno, headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
Oh.
Swings and misses. Over to Goldie. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swing and a pop-up. Volpe. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Justin Martinez.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
He's 2 outs away. And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. A little out front there as he swings through it. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Swing and a miss. Yankees with only 1 out remaining.
No, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and then this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
The Yanks down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.